Welcome to Complete SQL Tutorials. So in this video I'm going to discuss about the execution plan and what is the execution plan and what is the major difference between the estimated execution plan and the actual execution plan. So this video is the part of the indexing, and indexing is the part of the performance tuning. So since the performance tuning is the major part of the SQL, which is the including into the increase the performance. So if you working in the real time, or the if you try attend any interview, definitely you will get one or two question related to the indexing. Okay, so if any profile you working like the data analyst, or the system analyst, or the business analyst, or the data scientist, or database developer, so each and every area, the index is the major part, which is to increase the performance of the code. So that is the reason I'm continuing providing the more video on the indexing. So there is nothing will be miss, and you will clear all the interview. Okay, so if you not get the chance to watch the video 19 and 20, definitely you can watch first 19 and 20, then you can start with 21st. Okay, so basically I'm providing step by step, so don't miss any single second to watching the video, because if you miss something, if you skip something, you will miss some important topic. Okay, so let's start with the estimated versus actual execution plan. So basically what is the execution plan? So the execution plan is the basically the pictorial representation of the SQL code, which is the running into a backend. Okay, so what the cost is required to run the SQL engine. So by help of the execution plan, you can figure out which part of the code of the which part of the query we have the taking lots of time. So in the SQL Server, we have the two options is there. One is the estimated, and the second one is the actual. So what is the estimated execution plan and what is the actual execution plan? So the name seems the estimated means they provided the approximately. Okay, so estimated means they provide the approximately execution plan, and what is the meaning of actual? Actual is nothing but the exactly what the execution plan is there. So in which situation you will use the estimated execution plan, or what situation you will use for the actual execution plan. So whenever you developing any of the code, or you writing the SQL code, so without executing means without implementing, if you want to see what is the my performance of the code, you can use the estimated execution plan. So suppose if the running of the code is taking 30 minute or 45 minute time to complete the execution of the code, so you no need to wait till the 30 minute or 45 minute. So you can generate the estimated execution plan and see what exact the code is behaving. Okay, so basically the estimated execution plan is generating without running the code. Okay, it's generating without executing the code. So for example, if you see here, I have one option. I have written one code, that is the I'm selecting data from the product, and product key is less than 100, and here dim product where color is not equal to silver. Okay, so if any of the table which is not available, and if you generate the estimated execution plan, it will throw an error. So let's see how you can enable the estimated execution plan. So in the SQL engine, SQL Server Management Studio, we have the option after the fast. You can see one option is there, display estimated execution plan, or you can also press the shortcut key, which is the Control L, and after third option you can see another option is there, include actual execution plan, that is the shortcut key is the Control M. So if you not click here, and if you generate the code will be like I'm not clicking the actual execution plan, and if you execute the code, you can see only two out column is there, that is the result column and message column. But if you generate the estimated execution plan, once you click the estimated execution plan, it's generating through the message. Okay, so and they give the some pictorial representation. So actually this providing the estimated execution plan. So you can see we have written two query, and they given the name query 1 and query 2. So this is the execution plan of query 1 and this is the execution plan of query 2. And here you can see we have the cluster index seek clustered. So I already discussed what is the index seek in the last video. So if you're not able to understand what is the index seek, you can go and watch again. And here we can, if you put the cursor here, you can see what is the physical operation, what is the logical operation, and what is the cost is applied, what is ordered. So each and every information is available and for the SQL engine what they applied. And I already discussed they follow the B tree structure, so that you can see also the included the estimated subtree cost. Cost is the nothing but how the memory, how the utilizing the SQL engine. Okay, so memory utilizing the SQL engine. So you can see here we have the some in this part 2 we have the color column is already we used in the filter condition. So they indicating that they giving some warning message that there is no none cluster index is missing, because cluster index is already applied here. So because we can create only one cluster index, so if any indexing is required, if any column is using to increase the performance, you can create the non-cluster index. So they given the some green highlighted green warning message, create non-cluster index, name of the missing index. Okay, so I will cover into the next video, that is the what is the covering index, what is the column stored index. So so this is the option. We can create the estimated execution plan. But if suppose any table name or syntax error is there, like for example if you miss here like select statement, if you forget to T and if you want to generate the estimated execution plan, you can see they will throw an error, because in the backend first they debug the code. Okay, so in the backend first they debug the code and can find the syntax error is there. So that is the reason each and every code whatever the written, it should be correct. So now the same code I put it in the different window, and how you can generate the actual execution plan. So this is the estimated execution plan is generated. Now in this window I am going to generate the actual execution plan. So just you can click on the actual execution plan or Control M, and you can select it and then you can execute it. So once you execute, now you can see this is the actual execution plan is generated. Means this is generated after running of the code. Okay, after running of the code, after executing of the code. So you can see 90% the same. Okay, 90%, 95% we can say the same, and only 5 to 10% will be you can find some different information as compared to the estimated execution plan and the actual execution plan. So you can see you will get how many row affected, 554 and 2 second something is there. So if you put the cursor here, you can get some type of the little bit more information on the estimated execution plan. But if you working in the real time, always use the actual execution plan if you taking the final decision. And when you developing the code, when you checking some type of the performance of the code, so you can use the estimated execution plan. So hope you got better understanding of the estimated execution plan or the actual execution plan. So in the next video I will continue one more for the indexing part, that is the I will cover the column store, filter, we have what is the heap table. This is also very important topic for the interview point of view. So definitely you will get question based on the indexing in the if you attend any interview in the SQL. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will meet again in next video. Thank you.